Still within the Nigerian filming axis, our correspondent Abidemi Dairo takes a look at the current state of Nollywood in the face of the raging pandemic.
The turn of a new year usually signifies a new lease of hope and opportunities. It is, however, a different kettle of fish this year within the Nigerian filming industry, Nollywood, as more and more practitioners continue to complain about the harsh impact of the pandemic on their businesses with little or no attention from the authorities. Before now, the theatres sit strong as the base of the filming business value chain, but with the new COVID-19 protocol, the major source of revenue for the industry has been dealt a huge blow.
2019 was a bit of a boom year for cinemas. We made over 7 billion in terms of revenue from the box office alone. However, if you look at 2020, we've struggled to get to 2 billion. So obviously that has had a significant impact. And the impact is felt across board from the people we employ. We've had to reduce, most cinemas have had to reduce the number of staff that they currently employ. And in some cases reduce pay for those who still remain on the payroll. And we've also had the reduced revenue has had a knock-on effect in terms of rental payments, service charge payments, and in terms of investment, not just in new cinemas or in upgrades, but also in terms of productions that some cinema houses are also involved in. Not much money is trickling down the chain because the cinema is at the top end of the chain. We are the ones who exhibit the movies, and money that we make trickles down into productions that go into the cinemas. And these productions don't have as much money available to them to make new and quality productions as they would like. So it's been a very challenging time. And of course, during that time, we've also had to spend money to ensure that COVID-19 protocols are maintained. So it's been very, very difficult. In fact, there were times when we were quite worried that quite a few cinemas would go under.
In the midst of this, the cinema are still expected to pay the many government taxes and levies, including VAT, payee, census board's dues at both federal and state levels in Lagos, entertainment taxes in Lagos and Rivers State, and now merriment taxes at the local government level in Lagos State. Filmmaker One Soul, who just completed a shoot in December 2020, explains that the current realities have been tasking for producers as much as it has been for the exhibitors.
Okay, now Nigeria is a country where things goes up and never comes down in terms of inflation. When it goes up in terms of price, it never comes down. Production was stopped. And then when we try to get back to work, we have to adapt to the new system of social distancing, testing for people for COVID. Production has changed. We are not used to doing things the way we used to. And I don't know how it's going to be, how we'll be able to fix it. People are having problem adapting to the new system of operations. People are really not filming anymore, and those ones that are filming, you have to ask yourself, are you willing to put so much money into production where if the production comes out, the cinemas are doing half capacity. When they were doing full capacity, we were not making enough money. Now they're doing half capacity. So if you spend so much making this project, you come put it in a cinema that is not so much. The little cinema you have to do half capacity. So the question is, how do you get your investment return? So people are asking themselves question, is it worth going back to work? Do we have to go back to work? And if we go back to work, how do we make money?
Different support groups in the industry, including this Entertainment and Economic Roundtable hosted in December 2020, have identified that the government at different levels must pay more attention to the showbiz industry that presently is believed to be the highest employer of Nigerian youth after agriculture.
There is a perception challenge whereby the creative and entertainment industry is perceived in error to be and treated by quite a number of stakeholders as a matter domiciled in the exclusive list of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
What I'm doing is not right. Yes, I know.
Funke Akindele's blockbuster Omo Ghetto still managed to pick up over 250 million naira in terms of ticket sales, even though it made its entry into the cinema a week before the year ended. Practitioners are quick to point out that this is a good testimony about how lucrative the industry can be only if the support systems, including proper distribution frameworks, are established. Abidemi Dairo, Channels Television.
Our boys are not the problem.